scented you. You were different from the others. You had the smell of honey sweet of the world tree on you. There is only madness, death black in these Carpathians. I know the scent of death well. Our kind is born into a dying breed. There is no refuge for us with wolf or man. So the young hunger for violence on any master's battlefield. If we last to be long-toothed, then the killing taste fades. We feel the call, a great moon howl, too far away from here. An elder place, where we are safe from you, and you are safe from us. I've slept many winters alone until these ones came from my skin. Sent by vampire masters. When I tore out their throats, it burned on my tongue and made me sick. The madness is inside them. The killing taste is inside me. It whispers, slaughter them all. But if the leaders were culled, the pack might be spared. So the pack might still find the place where the long-toothed go.
We are nothing so pure as a beast. Yet that is how the vampire treats our kind. Rabid animals leashed to their wars. Trophies to flay for our good skin pelts. This is all the young packs have ever known, so they submit. Are made depraved. I shall teach you history. The vampire and we are rooted from the same evil. All bastard children of Lilitu. None of us meant to belong in the natural world. We who could not cover our teeth grew lean in the wildernesses. They became fat from your cities. Still, they are deformed things, with no scent, no breath. Only a thin thread of control. And when it breaks, the muzzle is slipped. They slaughter like us. Show them. Remind them of the baseness they share with their dogs. Reveal to the pack what their masters truly are. Then Claw and Fang will meet in killing embraces, as it must be. Blood to darken the snow. The shared blood of monsters.
Where is she? What's going on? Talk to me, buddy. What? You fought an army of vamps with magic. You've walked in the shadow world in anima form. You talk to statues and run with fairies. So what's so weird about a grown man talking to a teddy bear? Emma's in danger. She wouldn't have sent the little guy if she wasn't. It means she was scared. Now she's vanished. This thing is all about her. All of it. She's the reason I'm here. The reason we're all here. As long as she's in danger, you and me, we're on the same team. When the mutants attacked our operations at the breach, I helped Emma get away. Her and the top brass, the Smiths. I couldn't follow. I had to go back, try and salvage what I could. Prepare the evacuation. These fucking mutant vamps aren't making it easy. With your help, though, I can get that bird ready to fly. As soon as I find Emma, our key asset, it's all about saving her. She's gone. But she's not dead. I know. He would know. We have to find her. We have to save her. In my dreams, when the bear talks, that's what he says. The world depends on it. Call me crazy, but I think the bear's right. That was some solid work up there. I'm impressed. We're all set for evac, as long as... No word. I've been to the safe house a dozen times, trying to make sense of it all. That place had top-of-the-line wards, the best magic money can buy and Orochi facilities can manufacture. It was sealed tight. And Emma... I know she's capable of walking. Anywhere. From the state of the house, I'd say something found its way through. That's just... not... possible. We're partners now, so it's time to level with you. Can't really tell you much about the breach. I'm a soldier, not a scientist. I just know it's vitally important to a lot of people, and that it has something to do with Emma. I can tell you there's a lot more to all of this than a bunch of bloodthirsty vamps and their crazy queen. They were released for a reason, by someone with their eyes on the breach, and on Emma. I've done the best I can. I've got talents. I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna go sticking my head where it don't belong. You got a better shot than me to scope around for information. And maybe find out what's really going on here. And hopefully, deal some real damage. You know, you may not trust me yet, but think about it like this. If Emma's best friend trusts me, can't be all bad, right?
We have had some small success with this Cebulski type. Regrettably, as you saw during the last demonstration, without constant psychic handler control, it is violently unstable.
Attention. Power spike. Mental plans compromised.
Oh, you need to leave before...
Friends of yours or friends of friends?
No. Yes, from Bucharest.
I really don't care. You're the socialite, Rada. So socialize.
What should I tell him?
Anything you want. What harm could it do? Really ask yourself, what harm could it do? It's too late to save anyone.
Do you dance? The others went back to their cabins. I haven't seen any of them for so long it feels like days. But that's just me. I lose count of how things come and go. The days, the others, the midnight visitors. All the things we've done. Mark came to speak to us at the castle. Before. He told us we'd be close to salvation here. Close to benediction, and that whatever sacrifices we had to make would bring us closer to the light, to the rising sun and the new dawn. They frighten me, These people aren't my friends. My parents made me take the morning light personality test after I got out of the hospital. That time feels so far away now, and so very small. A view from space where all around is black. I fear we will all be swallowed by darkness soon. Have you been to the castle? It was the summer home of my relatives, ones who donated much to the morning light. Now the castle belongs to them. Sorry, belongs to us. It was why we came here, I thought, to gather the faithful. I guess you could call it a revival meeting, to worship and embrace the rising sun, the new dawn, to burn away the past in the fierce glow of the morning light, to...
Rada, medicate yourself.
Yes, of course. The castle was meant to be unoccupied during winter, but it wasn't empty. Not at all. One night, after the daily gathering and invocations, the morning light service, I went off on my own down below, and I saw ritual, chanting, blood offerings to the Queen of the Night, pale gown, pale skin, pale jewels, pale teeth, a night of teeth.
I should have read the fine print. Not to be taken with alcohol may cause hallucinations, anxiety, and mood changes. Any anxiety or mood changes, Rada? Don't believe everything you overhear.
Hello, Liddy.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck are you doing here?
What I always do.
Getting in my fucking way? Taking what doesn't belong to you? What do you want?
What you took from the Red Hand base. I've been keeping an eye on it, figuring you'd be thinking the same thing I was thinking. I want it. And this isn't Moscow, Liddy. This time, I have the gun.
Fuck you.
Really? What is it with all the cursing today? Last time I heard so many fucks coming out of your mouth, you had a me at the end of each and every one. And I like to think of it as reappropriation, not theft. You're the thief, Liddy. You always were. Even before selling out to the Phoenicians.
Like you have the moral high ground here? Did you even ask yourself what your people were up to out here? And the girl. Don't tell me there's any possible justification for that. Fuck you, though, because I don't have whatever it is you think I have. And if I did, I'd take the bullet before I gave you the satisfaction.
The bullet would give me satisfaction.
Right. Did you already forget what happened in Khartoum? Do I need to remind you?
I'm not the one with the selective memory. I seem to remember someone saying she'd never harm me, never double-cross me, never stop loving me.
The only thing I remember is kicking your ass. The famous ghost, bested by a Phoenician agent. Not your proudest moment. Besides...
That's the girl I fell in love with. Always going for the balls.
Fuck
you. I know. Go ahead. You've done it once before. You can do it again. You don't have what I'm looking for? Fine. I'll leave you alone.
Yeah, run away. It's what you always do. See? I'm not the only one with the selective memory. You never showed up in Bangkok. I took you for dead. And so I went to New Carthage.
Bye, Liddy. I'll see you around.
What? I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Right. Yes, of course. I do understand your concern, ma'am, and we are investigating. The thing is, she's vanished. We had the house under surveillance, and we kept a safe distance, just like you asked us to, until yesterday. We hadn't detected any activity for 24 hours. No chatter, no heat signatures, no light or movement. They had the best protections your labs are able to come up with, but our sorcerers have experience breaking Manticore occult tech. We went in with a team, and the girl is gone. But when have we ever not delivered? My guys are the best, and you know that. Say whatever you want about the Phoenicians. We never back out of a deal. We never double-cross anyone, and we always deliver. Always. Hey, we have a problem. Lilith's back, and the girl is gone. We need to get her back, like right now. I want you on the ground in 10 minutes.
What the fuck
fuck are you doing out here? Get back to work!
Apologies, Mistress Mara, but we can't do anything more.
You will continue to work until I tell you otherwise. Do you think she will be as accommodating as I have been? No. She will have you all tossed into the breach.
Every day, we lose more. The workers are getting restless. There are strange gravities. If we go on, what more can we do? We are scratching at an impossible door.
Whatever is in there, we're going to open it up and bring it out.
But Mara, it's not...
No excuses. Get it done. She'll be here soon, and she won't give any of us the benefit of the doubt.
What are you doing here? This is where my memory ends. Beyond this point, you're on your own. It's important that you understand. You need to see for yourself.
We fled the breach. There was an attack. Mutations, vampiric mutations, I don't exactly... I didn't recognize the morphology, and, they were led by what could only be a pure-blood vampire, possibly a true queen, although we have no records of...
Sit down.
Are you okay? Emma?
Don't talk to her. She'll find a way to get inside your head.
Tired.
Do not talk.
Julia, please. She's just a child.
Just a child? Just a child? Winston, she knew they were coming. For all we know, she brought them there.
Whatever you may think, she didn't bring them on purpose, Julia. They came for her. And we're the ones who opened Pandora's box in the first place. I mean, what we did was...
Is that thing on? Don't tell me you're recording this.
You need to get help, okay? Something bad is going to happen here. They're still coming for me. And I can't do this on my own. They made me open it. And now, it's almost too late.
All the sites appear to have been hit concurrently. This was a coordinated attack on the Prometheus Initiative. We believe...
The research? Our equipment? They were coming for all of it. And the subject?
Emma. Emma was most likely their primary target, but we got her out of there.
We also brought with us the most important papers and samples, but we don't yet know what they got their hands on. The self-destruct sequence was terminated. That can only be done by someone with the right codes, the right access, the right biometric readings. It was
an inside job.
Not done. Not done. The owl. Oh, the eagle. The dragon must... She's coming. She's coming.
Who? Who's coming?
She is. They are.
What's she talking about?
Emma's not been sleeping well since the incident at the breach. Her readings are all over the place, and she appears fixated on a particular sequence of words and phrases. I'm actually getting a bit concerned.
They are close to waking up. She must be stopped.
What are you talking about?
Go away! You have to stop them. They're almost through. There is a piece missing. Find the missing piece. Find the one. The fourth is the one. The one who was there at the Court of the Dragon when it all happened. Before they wake up. Before they wake up.
Jesus Christ, what was that?
I have no idea, but knowing Emma, considering what she's capable of, I have a very bad feeling about all of this. It's been 2 days since Julia was exposed to the corrupted anima. And while we've been able to slow down the infection, it's still spreading. We've attempted injections of undiluted, farmed anima, but so far, we knew the risk was high. Going to the hot springs for samples, but it was a risk worth taking. With such a high concentration of pure corrupted anima, pure filth, we couldn't afford to pass it up. Emma.
She's dreaming. They are not good dreams.
What do you see anything?
Oh yes. Everything. The black dreams are inside her. And they are not just whispering. They're shouting. She's very strong. She's very brave. I know she doesn't like me, but...
She likes you.
Please, Winston. I know what she thinks of me. I'm just a lab rat in her head. You care. I don't blame her. She believes she's doing the right thing. You all did.
I'm sorry.
No. You're not.
I'm not confident she'll make it. The exposure was minimal, but in this form, it doesn't take much. If I could only get back out there, collect more samples, I might be able to distill it, make sense of it. The equipment is ready, everything is ready. But those creatures guarding the site are a hell of a lot worse than the vampires and half-breeds and shapeshifters. Without armed escort, it's futile. I'm also having dreams. Emma remains unaffected. She's resistant to the corruption, and not only that, she can fight it, destroy it. Her anima is massively elevated and extremely active. It's unlike anything we've seen before in any of our subjects. It's fascinating. I need to find a way to use that. She might be our final hope. The nightmares are... they're getting worse. A lot worse. Emma... I mean the subject. Emma is reacting strongly to the psychic disturbances at the site. We've been taking readings at the ruins and have confirmed there is a high degree of spectral noise emanating from what we believe to be dense subterranean pockets of corrupted anima. In layman terms, filth.
Sordid. Tenebra.
What's that?
Her sensitivity appears to be growing, and she's started picking up on everything that...
Jesus.
Tell them to stop digging!
Who's digging?
The soldiers. Please, you need to stop them. The eagle killed them all. But they're still there, and they're not getting any peace. They're in so much pain, I can feel it. I can hear them screaming inside. They dug too deep.
This is a recurring theme. It appears to directly pertain to excavations at the baths. Before the breach, we found evidence of activity by Roman legionnaires around 100 AD. They were trying to reach the engine. They were way off, but close enough to be affected.
Too deep.
As far as we can tell, before the Romans were able to reach the veins, they were all slaughtered. We have to assume by some outside agency.
Sleep now.
If we can get an accurate reading of the signals that Emma's receiving...
Too deep.
It would really benefit our research. You have no idea where she is?
She vanished again. Fuck! I told you we need to restrain her.
She's a child, Julia, a child. We can't treat her like... Oh, damn it. We have a report scheduled. We'll just edit out the bits that... Emma, the subject, she's taken a walk. Again. She'll be back. The outpost is still radio silent. It's been 10 days. I think it's clear they didn't make it. But we haven't been able to verify this, given the circumstances. The camp is surrounded by that new species they were doing tests on.
They were gathering data about the filth and its effect on the mountain creatures.
We're probably the only ones left.
The last report arrived 3 days before the attack, but the data was lacking in detail and it was inconclusive. I believe there may be more data on site, but it's a risky endeavor, given our situation.
It might be worth it. We need to understand what's happened, and there might be answers in the data. It could be the key to everything. The breach, Ground Zero, the filth, Emma... Everything that... Emma!
Where the hell have you been? Come here!
Ow! Ow! Stop it!
You know you're not allowed to...
Ow!
Emma, what are you... Emma? Emma!
The first dream is always at the playground. I left this memory for you. I knew you'd come. I knew you'd find it. I think this one's a barn. We passed by one just like it when they brought me here. We were escaping the abyss, the breach. It's what they call what's in the mountain, in the chasm. I'm used to having dreams about things that have been or are or will be. I'm not so used to having my dreams come to life. Finally, there's a church. I've never been. If there is a God, I don't need to go there to talk to it. I can probably talk to the God inside my head. It's how I talk to everything. That thing is in all of them. The sickly thing. It's been sent to take me. Usually the dreams pass once I've seen them. Not this one.
Do you make it a habit to barge into people's homes and rifle through their most private belongings? I may be a monster in your eyes, but I still deserve to be treated like a person. I do not feed on your kind. All I ask for in return is to be left alone. I always knew this day would come. After all, you told me so. May I? Of course, he would not tell me where he concealed this. I can only assume that he felt there was no trust left between us after what I did to him. It was her. All her. Vlad Dracula was my dearest friend, and Mara used that against me, against the both of us. And then, cursing me with an eternity of regret, she made me into this. My flesh was weak, granted, but I never meant to betray his trust. He came to me before his untimely death, told me that repentance was possible, but I would have to stay here, wait for the time to come when she would rise again, and aid whoever would bring his life force back. For 500 years I have waited. All because of him. Cursed his name. I know he gave me the key to his resurrection for one reason. Not because we were still friends, it was too late for that. And not because he truly trusted me. We were bitter enemies at the end. No, he made me a part of his legacy. His prophecy. Because he knew that I am Mara's one weakness. To get to him, she risked everything and made me into who I am. I am her creation. She is my queen and my maker. And that makes her very afraid of me. Mara is merely the tip of the fabled iceberg, floating in a vast, dark ocean. But she is important. Without her, they will stumble. Do not ask me any more than that, because I do not know. I hear fragments, I read broken sentences, that is all. Whatever she is doing here, it must be stopped at once. It is beyond dangerous. We can all feel it, how close the darkness is. I cannot defeat her, of course. But I can help you get to her. And I can help you bring him back. Together, we may just have the whisper of a chance against Mara and her army. You admire my collection, my library, my torture chamber. Torture, yes. For a poet writes his works in his heart's blood. In life, I was a man of the world, an hedonista in the finest company, writers, dancers, artists, a warrior prince, and his dark-eyed princess. Now, I am as a withered, dry rose, pressed in my own books, cataloguing the long, famished years. But I would suffer 500 more if it would absolve my past. I assure you, memories are more bitter than the cold, more maddening than the gale. Like the vampires of Gothic tales, make the mistake of inviting them in, and they will consume you. So I buried my memories in hallowed ground. If you must know what haunts these rocky fangs and the castle perched upon them, you can dig into the snow and frozen earth like the penitent do. Or read me as a cautionary tale, and leave them where they lie, cold and dead as my soul. You at least have a choice. The centuries are too long and too cold for vendetta. I have tried to purge myself of it all. Her betrayal of Vlad Dracula, my patron, my friend. The Queen Mara has surely forgotten hunting me for some new cruel pursuit. But how can I forget? It was she who named me Callisto from her Greek studies. A woman's name. I did not say she studied well. And it was she who made me all that I now am. Less than human. A bloodthirsty beast, a cowering Judas. She made a trophy of me before I could resist. Haughty, hungering. She was certain that Vlad, too, would bare his neck for her. She misjudged him badly. He shared none of my weaknesses for flesh, for power, for immortality. We three were puppets in a passion play. But to whose strings did we truly dance? That one earns my enmity until the sun is swallowed up. The shape, the scent of a woman I never saw clearly, but I sense her everywhere. In the candle's guttering flame, in the pool of a shattered flagon, in rose petals crushed underfoot. Traces of red. Even now, even here to this very day. But it cannot be. My hate deludes me. She is a vision, a dream. My shame and guilt made waking dream. And the centuries have passed, too long and too cold for vendetta.
You treacherous little shit.
Now that's a bit ironic, isn't it, coming from you?
I don't see how it would be. You've brought company for dinner. How considerate. I enjoy your kind. There's nothing like a good fight before a meal. I miss the opportunity to flex. I'll deal with you after. I'm thinking sulfuric acid. It's futile. I could have told you that, saved you time. There is nothing you can do to... What is that?
I brought more than present company, Mara. I also brought the past. Look. How did he put it again? The owl, the eagle, and the dragon. His words, his prophecy. He defeated you and your mistress once before, Mara, and now he will once again.
Mara, my love.
No, it's not possible.
And yet, here I am.
You're dead.
What is it they say? Love never dies.
Oh, please, spare me. You're not even real.
Real enough to destroy you.
Love never dies, right?
No, Mara. But now you will. For I am vengeance. I am your bane, and you will fall.
My head. What happened?
You fell asleep, my love, for a long time.
I had a terrible dream.
You're safe now.
So tired.
Just go back to sleep, my love. I'll watch over you.
Thank you. I love you.
And I love you, Mara. Every time.
Chosen as you have. The prisons are weakening. We cannot linger. I should not be speaking to you, not even here. It may change things. It may change everything. But as long as they interfere, so must we. You must leave before it finds a way into your mind. The first battle is won, but the war goes on and they grow stronger. The 8 have long memories, and you will be remembered. We will speak again, soon. Be cautious and vigilant. Dark days are coming, and you will face much greater threats. Go back, rebuild, prepare.
impressed. This report reads better than Twilight's slash fiction. You made the most of a bad situation out there. Keep it up and you'll become totally indispensable. Remind me sometime to tell you what happens to totally indispensable personnel. Now, clearly, Orochi has been compromised from inside, which saves us so much time on setting it up ourselves. Whatever endgame they had in mind is blown up in their faces. Now they're going down like their share index. This is wide open for us to really turn the apocalypse around and be clinking mojitos when the others are still crawling from the wreckage. We're working on an action plan now. As a forward-looking statement, I'd guess it starts with Orochi's Tokyo HQ. The timelines all coincide with the Tokyo terrorist attack. The main storm, the Egypt quakes, the Transylvanian emos gone wild. It's the big one. We should have been the Gojira of that shit sooner, but the Japanese government hushed it up like champs. It's tough to make every call flawlessly. God knows I know. So, brush up on your arimasans and your damares, because when the time comes, we need to deal with Orochi and with whoever was crazy enough to start all this. These pricks need to understand. The way the world ends is when we say it ends.
I just want to say that. So Penny says to me, she says, David, there's a freaking monster in Times Square. And that's right. She says it all ironically, too. Because she says everything ironically. Because everything's a joke, see? That's how I know it's true. That and the police scanner. Look, of course they're gonna put a lid on this thing ASAP. I mean, they're already doing it. Earthquake, Al-Qaeda, whatever's on the menu today, you know? They're cover-up du jour. Never mind that there are tanks rolling up Broadway, F-16s doing barrel rolls over Midtown. Forget the fact that they're blowing 42nd Street to pieces. It'll all end up in the news as ruptured gas pipes or homegrown terrorism, and that's that. But you want to know what's ironic? The real kicker? They're feeding me real information. They want me to be the voice of this thing. So tomorrow morning, they can take all the grainy photos and the rumors and point to me and my rag and say, oh, look, the conspiracy nuts are reporting this, so it must be true, right? They don't even have to lie. They're gonna give me everything I need and silence everybody else. Because they know, boy do they know, that anyone on the fence, anyone who thought maybe they saw something, don't want to be associated with the conspiracy nut in the laundromat. They just want to do laundry. I mean, if you're in here listening to me, if you're reading my magazine, they figure you already know. So the only real question is, how much do you know? And what are you gonna do about it?
So, do you think anyone noticed?
I'd say there's a pretty good chance.
If anyone asks, leaky gas pipes.
You've got to be kidding.
When have you ever known me to make a joke? Look, I don't make policy, but the way I see it, news of this gets out and it's all over. No more secret handshakes.
Is that all you care about? Plausible denial?
I didn't need to be all that plausible. As long as people are given an excuse to ignore this, that's what they want. It's what we want. With no doubt, it's in the Dragon's interest too.
The Dragon wants answers.
No, you don't. You want to consolidate power like everyone else. You just use bigger words.
Yeah, I see in the news they went with the leaky gas pipe / terrorist threat. Explains the destruction in the jets, makes people appreciate the army showing up, allows relief that it was only an accident, despite having New York's biggest tourist attraction closed down for 3 months. Yeah, they got this all down pat. Even something this big, they'll have it cleaned up in no time. That's freaking impressive. And I still do their bidding. Publish the truth, give them an out, and be ridiculed for it. But somebody's gonna know. Someone's gonna see. Someone will understand. I have over 300 people sign up for the newsletter. Another 200 for the magazine. It's bound to spread. Somehow. They'll get away with it, of course. But it's a start. You gotta start somewhere, right? And you stopped it, you know. The end of the world. So, I guess it's a good thing. Because it ain't time quite yet. Not quite yet.
Slow down, child. Why you rush so sharp, huh? Delay yourself. Temple Hall has been here for 1,000 years. It will perhaps stand a little longer while you take time to breathe in the magics. This is not the London you knew before. The London of brick and mortar. This is her heart, her soul. Let her speak to you through the wind in the trees, the smoke on the air, and the profits on street corners. All you need to do is listen. The Templars, they tell you about the power, the magic, and the glory. That is why you're here. The bees, they are anxious. They feel the storm coming. But no one was born a hero, child. They got to learn. And the teaching, it comes from all places. Not just the Templars. Not even the blessing of the bees. The truth, it does not come with a fancy office or a tailored suit. The fallen king, now he has neither, but appearances deceive. His words hold deep truth. Remember this well. As for me, I tell you a little truth. It is not about glory or power. Do not run blindly into this war. Open your eyes, and you will find what you search for. Just like the power of the earth found you. It be so? It be so.
Knock, knock. No takers? Ah, fair enough. I'm not convinced I can remember how the rest of this one goes. The gist of it is that the planet doesn't like you. Don't expect to be on her recycled paper Christmas card list. I know, snap judgments are hurtful. She's only had a few millennia to get to know us. It takes time for a person's true personality to come out. Ask the Romans. They had a good run. Laid this pretty paint-by-numbers under your feet, and that road too. Ask the Stones. A lot of blood, and sick, and kebab sauce spilt on those stones. They turn up in the strangest places, these Romans, so ask their stones, lay your head down on them, and go the whole Milia Passo. Not right now, you'd look crazy, and I'd be done for inciting mass hysteria again. Here's what they'll say. Nothing! Sorry! Their whole empire meant nothing!
Trouble never comes alone, they say. If it was only the vampires, only the thousands of vampires, we could counterattack, give them a war to remember when they are back under the cold, cold soil. But no. They have loosed their mongrel werewolves to run red and rabid. You will see these are unfortunate, mistreated beasts, not the proud wolves of legend. Do not make the mistake of sparing them your pity. It is too late for them now. Better too late for them than too late for us. I have done this before. This side of my country is a side that stays among countrymen. Yet there are also matters in which even I am inexperienced. At night, I've heard something moving through the woods down there. Crashing through the woods. It is no season for ogres or dragons. The last of them were hunted in my grandmother's time. Go prepared for anything. Today, this valley holds no safety for man or monster.
who's behind this shit. All of it. You think it's a coincidence? Them being here, everywhere? From day one, ground zero, it all leads back to one thing. The Irachi group. I know you know what I'm talking about. You've asked yourself that same question. What the hell are they up to? I've been around, and I've seen what you've seen. They're everywhere, and their hands are filthy. In more ways than one. Found me not having all-access pass to the secret world. But I pick through enough locks and peek through enough cracks to know what's out there. Down there, in the dark. Did you know that... No, of course not. Why would you? It was your world that destroyed mine. Stole my children and my wife away from me. Murdered them. Your lies, your festering conspiracies, and your godforsaken secrecy. Doesn't matter if that band had Irachi plates. Could have been any of you guys. Wouldn't made much of a difference. Crusaders, puppet masters, engineers of chaos. You'd all get away with it regardless. You're protected. You're all part of the disease. People like me, people who see through it all the bullshit, who suffered at the hands of your gentleman's war, we're the cure. We're gonna tear it all down sooner or later. You just watch. The Irachis are behind this one, though. I sense it. Smell it. I know their handiwork better than most after 20 years of hunting. They've gone messing with things again, and this time, it's gonna turn back on them. In every way. Mark my word.
I used to play with her. She was only 2 years older than me.
She just received her weapon. She could hit a tin can from 100 meters away. She was really good.
I don't know why she went into the forest without the adults. Or why she brought her brother. That was stupid.
He's 1 year younger than me.
Hey, have you seen any kids out there? A girl about this tall?
And a boy with curly hair. He's much shorter than me. Oh.
I didn't think so. The grown-ups have been looking for many days. There's no trace of them. Neither Elenia or her brother Mika.
They've been eaten by werewolves.
Don't say that. Maybe they were captured by vampires.
Or kidnapped by ghouls.
Or by those creepy farmers. They are stupid and dangerous and evil. Milosh said so.
They scare me. I don't scare easy.
Or maybe they just got lost in the woods. It could happen.
It's pretty easy to get lost out there.
If they did, we will find them. Right?
My, you look dangerous. So dangerous. I think I would cut myself if I tried to touch you. Do not worry. I am not Orochi. But I know who you represent. Your reputation precedes you. We also know about this. These secret wars are bad enough, but when they take the children... For this, the Council cannot remain neutral, cannot sit idle. And so here I am. And here you are. We can help each other now. I do not think we will find the little ones here. But we will find answers. This facility is abandoned, but... Such deadly toys. Shall we break them? You and I? Oh, my name. Tell you what. If when this is all over, you and I live to die another day, I will tell you my name. A good incentive, huh? I spy with my little eye something. Ah, yes. For your eyes only, darling. It is called the nursery. Not so far from our position. It was part of a now defunct Orochi program to gather and accelerate gifted children. Children with preternatural potential. The experiments took a darker turn. Horrible surgeries, mutations, genetic manipulations. They were birthing monsters like... I'm sorry. I used to be a mother. A long time ago. We must find the little ones. The children of the Romani camp, and any others these Orochi dogs have stolen away with. The nursery is under lockdown. Go! Try to find a way inside. I will see what more information I can uncover here. Do not worry. I'll catch you up. You are too much fun. I promise. The best is yet to come.
Back away from the bear. Last time you were here, you forgot something. Somebody. Little guy wants me to trust you. He thinks you can help her. Me? I think you abandoned her when the stakes got too high. It's hypocritical of me to chastise you. We are thralls to the ruthless nature of the organizations we work for. Learned what they're capable of at Chernobyl in '86. It isn't easy to be one of the forgotten. You're here for the nursery? It was one of the locations where they kept her, and others like her. I thought she might be there, but when the vampires attacked the chasm, the nursery was locked down, sealed from the inside. There's only one place where it can be overridden. If you go up there and override the lockdown, there'll be troops swarming all over this valley in minutes. The corporation can't have their experiments showing up on the evening news. Emma seems to like you. You found her before. Do it again. And this time, don't forget. That was the easy part. According to this, about 3 minutes ago, a convoy of trucks left a nearby military installation carrying enough C4 to level a small city. If you let them get close enough, they'll seal the dam. For them to get close, they'll need to reach the bridge. You can see where this is going. They'll be coming through the Baka tunnel. You'll need to get there first and wait for them. When they come through, do your best to make sure they don't reach the bridge. I've filled the tank. And take this. If you find her, she's gonna need it more than me.
That this is a trap, but I appear to be fashionably late, darling. You would look much more fetching wearing this. Quickly. Do not worry. I have left a nasty surprise for them. There is just one slight problem. If we stay here, my nasty surprise will kill us too. So, good luck. I give you the nursery. Be careful. This place, it has bad memories. Oh, Emma! We found you! Emma? They must have drugged her. Wake her, quickly! We can drop the curtain on that farce now, can't we? Oh! No. Shush. There now, sweet child. You're just angry because you'd grown fond of that council spy girl. I rather liked her too. It was a pleasure. But that game is over now. And it's time to sleep. I promise, the best is yet to come. I promised you my name. There are so many names. Once upon a time, a prophet forced me to admit the 17 names I used to sow mischief. Say my name. Abeko, Abito, Amiso. Say my name. Bata, Elo, Ita, Isopo, Kea, Kali. Say my name. Odam, Kokos, Patata, Patrota, Podo, Satrina, Talto. I did tell you lies, but I am a mother. You face the descendants of some of my children. Every monstrous silhouette that haunts every legend, every myth, every night terror. They all trail umbilically back to between these legs. And I dissolved entire civilizations in the sizzling afterbirth. My body is a temple that outlasted all temples. Gods have worshipped here in blood and semen. Through me, you enter the population of loss. No things were before me, not eternal. Eternal I remain. Can you guess my final name? Lilith. Yes! Your body recognizes my name, because it is etched in your communal memory, in the reptilian R complex beneath your forebrain, because I encoded it there, before the histories forgotten by the histories that your histories forgot! Time to make my egress. No, my dear. I do not expect you to die. But there is something exquisitely humiliating in the agony of a hobbled immortal. Don't you think?
No, stop. You're hurting. Stop.
sweet. My Posy. I want you to come home with me. You and I are going to do such wondrous things to this world.
No, I don't want to go with you.
But I can love you, my Posy. I can love you more than Gaia. Love you more than black holes love the light. Emma!
My name is not Emma.
You will not choose her over me. Samael chose her. I will love you. I will hold you. I will hug the boiling viscera out of you. Come here! The lullaby must never end. If the dream is wake, all that is, won't. I should very much like my teddy now.